Jesus Jaime Barca asks via message because he was too much of a pussy to send me via uh, an actual video. He asks, "Dear Mexican, I'm Mexican and I want to know why back then all the Mexicans had a shitload of kids. I mean, my abuelita had 16, in my family were only 6, and I think that's a lot. Please respond." I'm glad you said back then instead of now, because that's one of the questions I was get. Why do Mexicans have so many babies? And the cheap answer is because there's no prophylactic in the world that could hold back Mexican sperm. But you nailed it with the back then, because anthropologists have always made it a point, or in their studies, they've explained the high fertility rates among poor people based on their poverty. It might seem counterintuitive that a bunch of poor people would have so many kids because that means there's more mouths to feed. But at the same time, what that means is that there's more people to be able to work on the farm, to be able to provide more money for the household. That's why in your grandma's generation, that's 16 kids. I think mi abuelita had, well, there's 12 tios and tias that I think are surviving, and there's 4 or 5 that died at childbirth, so that's about 15. From my family, we only have 29. I only have 29 brothers and sisters. But if when I have kids, I'll have a smaller number, 28 kids. So with each successive generation, the more assimilated or the more successful you become, there's less and less need for more people to be able to help you out with the bills. So your dad has 6, you have 6 kids, you have 6 siblings, you'll probably, or 5 siblings actually, you'll probably have fewer. And that just shows again that Mexicans do become more successful. The birth rate, although it's much more higher in Mexico than the United States, it's still falling and has been falling for a while. And now you also might be wondering why I'm kind of talking a little bit low. It's because the way I'm filming right now, my eyes might be too shiny like that. Ah, I'm alive! Or more like Max Headroom.